Hello, today we're going to go over classes and objects. So, for some definitions, a class is a blueprint for creating objects, and an object is a specific instance of a class. So, essentially, I'll explain it here. So this diagram is an example of classes and objects, very simplified. So, we're going to use the example of animals. So, for the class animal, it has three attributes. It has the name, which can, for example, be owl or dog. It has the age, which can be 1, 2, 10, or any positive integer, because of course you can't be negative age. And doesn't bark. So these are three example objects that you can make of this class. So the first example object is cat. So this representation uses commas to separate the different attributes. So we can see for cat, this connects to the name attribute. The 5 connects to the age attribute, and no represents to the doesn't bark attribute. These all represent different variables which we will learn in a future lesson. So these are two other examples. The dog represents the age, one represents the age. Dog represents the name, one represents the age, and then yes is can it bark. And then one more for the elephant. Name, age, and does it bark. So all of these, name, age, and does it bark, are attributes of animal objects. So every animal object has three attributes: the name, the age, and does it bark. You have to create these for every single animal object you make, unless you have an option to not do that. That's a bit complicated, but we don't have to get into that now. Now all you have to know is how these work as classes and objects. So real life representation. Classes and objects basically aim to represent things in programming as real life objects. So there's a class for animals, and then the objects are different animals, right? So you can do this with many things. You can do this with, I don't know, shoes. You could have a class. You could have a class shoe, and then the attributes could be brand, size, etc. Right? And then you can create different shoes based off of this class. So that's essentially how classes and objects work. Yeah, thanks.